So they can take it as like
What the hell?
Oh, Andrew. Oh, Chase. Tell Andrew what happened last night when we got pulled over. Andrew, listen to this. Listen to the story. We got pulled over. We got pulled over last night. Yeah. And so like we were right back there in the staying, and he pulls us over, and we're like, "What did we do wrong?" Like we were.
The link's been certified.
And then he came to the store and like, "You guys got any alcohol or any weapons?" I'm like, "No." So we're like, and then he's okay, and he's looking around the car, and then he was, "Where you guys come from?" We're like, "Well, he's like, we just got done eating, and now we're coming back here. Our friends up for dinner." And he was like, "Well, you paused over." Yeah, but no, he's like, "You paused for like 2 seconds, and your car moved over a little bit." Moved over a little bit, so that's like you guys were suspicious that you guys were drunk. That's like, okay. And then he was, and then he didn't smell any alcohol, obviously. And then he came back with one more showing up with the reason this time. So just for next time if you guys get pulled over, you guys both get pulled over again. We're like, what does that mean? Yeah, and then he was like, and then he was like, bro, we was on the morning. I was like, oh my god.
Probable cause.
Yeah, really suspicion.
Oh, yeah, you were driving.
You're black. You were black.
So we make sure everybody's alive.
Hey, the link's posted in the certified group. Yeah. And it's live right now. We just need everyone else to get off the Wi-Fi so they can stream this.
Where's she at?
Hey, Sloppy, do you know where Alex is going to be standing? Is it up here?
hold on.
Where is he? What? Alex. I just want to set this up. Well, I just need to make sure they're not.
I put your first board over there, 215. Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be right there streaming. So just so you guys are aware. So. If anyone's on the Wi-Fi over here, if you could get off, just streaming other people on right now.
Everybody should be at the Wi-Fi. This place.
Blue marker.
Did you use handwriting? Everybody got to call me. Right, 30 days. 30 day goals on the top.
That's the
Can't go up. I got what'd you say? I was like, today they told us that whoever sells the most is free pair of stand socks. That's what the most
Somebody, how are you?
How's it going, man? Good. Yeah, you can wait.
Just have that. You do right now.
Imagine you can post a picture of that.
In every color.
But like those only you automatically have shoes with those colors, not to make the socks go to.
Look, I'll get any color that's on my ass.
I
don't really wear orange.
Honestly, bro, I just want to live here.
Yeah.
I live like that.
I think I'm gonna see a bunch of black
Follows me on Instagram.
Happy 2 weeks.
Most people, that's like half the century.
Maybe we'll see.
Not even.
Probably not, but he probably
It's better when it's not true.
It's better when
That's what he said.
when you stick your head out.
No,
You put the shit back on. Well, I got my report. A bag is $1. It comes down to you.
Why'd you say that?
It's funny because I weren't even in
She got Friday pack because I didn't want her to get one piece of tea because she wanted to try some one that's old and if you like that they're gonna order it. So I want to get them on both.
the walk over there.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
And then he wants to like what he wants to
I don't know.
justice, mission.
No, Halloween.
People who are right now.
By the way, we can. You're with today. I'll chat you with girls here.
Roll this.
Should.
And what do you want? Your money. You guys got your. You guys don't have a huge orientation.
Let's do the show.
How many people you want to know? How many people
What's up, dude? Where's Cody?
Cody's a good way to like sum it up.
Not as intense as I wanted it to be, but.
If I could, we're gonna open some fun. Enter webinar info? Yeah. We didn't tell them. Hey, you guys are good. Oh, yeah.
And it's coming back. Like it's not down.
We'll be starting here shortly, guys.
But it's about 4 to 1 monthly. It's not easy to start out your side, but it just keeps me up,
Are we still in a 30-day period?
all over lives.
So not on the
No, ownership bars.
Just for all of us. Just like similar.
Yeah, it's all over. I got really close to 11 million and went down 600, then went back up, and now it's like 1.1.
Should we go?
I should go. Two like huge months I can walk through it. Like, kind of heated in the shot before or whatever. I'll definitely get a little big mouth person in the morning. I have to get back to it.
I remember when I was
Hit the jackpot for real though.
If you could like look back then, would you have like paid for 20 more cycles somehow?
No, I don't care about rank. I only get fucking rich.
Because like ambassador trips and shit.
Yeah, but you have to hold
It's about 6 months. You blew through that roller. That was crazy. I never seen 150K, but ruin 1 week. Like, shit. I think he got more cycles the last week than he did like all the 3 weeks.
I did like 170 or something.
I was already on the phone every 3 days. All right, I'm gonna pay you that bonus. And I said, here's an extra 500. Now you can hit this. You're gonna give me 500 more. And 3 days later, oh, boy, you got more money. How is this kid doing it? I literally paid him like 200 in 3 weeks because I kept saying, okay, 500. I got 500. 500 years. She was beating that. So I told Cole, I think I was with him one time. I was like, I'm going to go fuck another 500 month. He just cashed him. Give him $1,500 back.
See, he doesn't do that.
He's not actively doing it, but he's people. I don't know what people do though. I'm on the it's ups and downs.
I work like an hour.
She's on Sue. Open that. She's on Sue.
Today's a cold one.
She's on Sue.
Oh, she comes.
I don't know what she does.
Oh, since you went to her.
Oh, never mind. I thought you were talking about.
What is like the next big event? Is there a DLA coming up soon?
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, I'm about to leave.
Yeah, it's the gold one.
Oh, go for
I know, we can make money right now. It's honestly all Instagram shows. Yeah. I think you can read it.
And then I could get one out.
Cody, is that link live right now?
Yeah, it's been live. Yeah, it starts here and die. The links to the certified.
This is like the fucking.
Yeah, we have people from Norway on there right now. Anyone from around the world can tune in.
Cheers. After results.
No. That's not
Josh Hayes. Mike No.
I will sometimes. I will try tomorrow.
We're starting soon, guys. People are just rolling in late here. Sorry about the wait, but we're going to be getting started here shortly.
Alright. Is that links live?
Yeah, I put it in live, bro.
Okay.
Call you guys every week.
Alright, we good? We ready? Ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
We thought we had to write these?
Yeah, you can do that.
Alright, well, you
I gotta do that call at 9.
Alright, well, yeah.
Alright, cool. Alright, cool guys, we're gonna get started because we got that 6-figure call in an hour and 20 minutes. So if you guys are out of state, out of country, definitely get everybody plugged in. Tonight we're actually teaching a skill. It's not just gonna be hype and make people sweat and pee their pants. It's gonna be how to close effectively. So that's going to be a big call because a lot of people, personally, I've seen many people, I've struggled with it, in the past, and a lot of people just need to become better closers. A lot of people get people to the event, they see the information, they try cool products, they they want to do the business, but people struggle with getting them, closing the sale. At the end of the day, I think the biggest thing is that, that this still is direct sales, it's affiliate marketing, it's network marketing, but everything in life is sales. There's nothing that happens in the marketplace, in the business world, that doesn't involve a transaction. And every single thing, every industry, every business involves sales, guys. So, first off, thanks for coming out tonight. This is a select group. Hopefully everybody in the room, for the most part, is silver, at least silver and above. If not, it's okay. But, definitely, take notes on this information. I'm going to talk about how to open the month properly. A lot of times people go into months and they're like, okay, this month I'm going to try really hard. I'm going to do lots of calls. I'm going to do lots of meetings, but they never set specific goals. Growing up, I remember not getting the highest grades in class. And I thought goal setting was for, the smart kids and stuff like that. And then I grew up and I realized that, goal setting is for people that want to get ahead in life, move forward in life, get somewhere that they're not already at. And most Americans, most people, my family, they don't set goals. And that's why they don't have the life they desire. One of my mentors said that in life, there's two types of people. There's people that live the life they want, and there's everybody else. And my wish for everybody in this room is to live the life you want, not live like everybody else, because everybody else's lives, for the most part, aren't fun. They're struggling. They're stressed. They're depressed. They're, not fired up and motivated. They wake up tomorrow morning. It's Monday, and they're like, crap, I got to go to work. And an alarm clock buzzes in their ear. They get up. They got to shave their face. They got to, freaking force themselves to eat, force themselves into a car, force themselves in traffic, force themselves to go to work, and work for people that they don't even like to be around. And 77% of Americans feel unmotivated and unhappy in the workplace. So, obviously, we know that we're in the right place, we're in the right opportunity, the right everything. We just have to take action to be smart. So tonight, for the next 20 minutes, guys, I'm going to talk about opening the month. And the people in the room, you guys are the leaders of your team. You're rank advancing. You've ranked up. You're earning some income. I know there's different levels in here, but obviously, if you're cycling at all, you have an organization. Whether that's 5 people, whether that's 3 people, whether that's 8,000 people, it doesn't matter. You still are the leader, and your team is going to always do what you do. Not what you say, and your team is never going to do everything you do. So if you go 100%, your team might go 70%. Honestly, they'll probably go 60%. You might find a couple people that are going to work as hard as you, which is perfectly fine. So you have to set the tone. You have to set the example, and that's why we're doing these posters. I got this from one of my friends in the industry that makes a hell of a lot more money than I do. And every month they do these white poster boards, and they make the leaders put down their goals, and then at the end of the month, they see who hit them, who didn't, and it's not like, oh my God, you suck, or oh my God, you're terrible. It's an, oh my God, let's look at why you didn't hit your goals, or let's look at why you did hit your goals, and then we all can, there's never, anything bad. It's either, you make it happen or you learn a lesson, right? You don't really fail. You're either going to hit your goals or you're going to learn from not hitting your goals. So, opening the month, you guys. Really quick, I have a couple, slides, right here. The month starts the moment the month ends. Okay, so the month starts the moment the month ends. We all know that the month ended this past Thursday. Obviously, it's Sunday, so we had Halloween. Hope you guys were safe. Really quick, let's give a round of applause for Troy and Holly for getting engaged this weekend. And the Cowboys fans, even though we got our ass kicked today, which is also okay. So yeah, engagement, that's sick. We should celebrate that. So, opening the month. I'm going to do that one day. Well, the month starts the moment the month ends, you guys. So number 1, celebrate your victories. If something good happened in your group, this isn't like your personal thing, but if somebody in your group, hit bronze, celebrate that. When Jerome, who hit bronze? Did I text it? Devin, right? When Devin hit bronze, it popped up on my thing. Bronze is $20, right?
It's not a big. It's the money isn't a big deal, but hitting bronze is an enormous deal, right? So I sent him a text saying, "Hey man, congratulations! Because that's a big deal, man." I remember when I first hit bronze, I was freaking out. I was jumping up and down like I won the fucking Super Bowl, dude. So it's a big deal. So whether it's someone hitting bronze, someone getting free product, you know, Christian and Chase and Justice, this new Vegas team, they've been busting it. They were on the sidelines for a little bit, you know, doing some of their stuff, and they're here. They're focused again. You know, Kenny, you know, you got your own struggles and stuff. Now you guys have a brand new team going to GCU. That's great, man. You know, celebrate victories, whether they're small, whether it's someone going presidential, you know, whatever it is, you got to celebrate your victories. Number 2, you know, set your goals. That's what we're doing tonight. You know, you see these big whiteboards, not whiteboards, you know, these poster boards, you guys, all the leaders that are, you know, gold or above, make sure all the diamonds get them first. You guys, we're going to set 30-day goals. I'm going to talk about what to put on that in a second, but you have to, if you don't have a destination, you can't get there, right? Like so many people go through life, so many of my friends go through life, they have no idea what they're doing. You know, all my ASU colleagues, friends, you know, fellow students that I used to party with and be an idiot with, there were never any goals set. You know, we were 19 and 20, and then we were 21, and we were graduating college, and people still had no idea. They had no direction. They had no idea what they wanted to do. You know, you go to ASU right now and talk to the seniors in the business school and say, hey, what's your plan next year when you graduate school? And half of you are in debt $80,000 that you can't pay back. What's your plan? Most of them, they can't answer you. They don't have a plan. There is no direction whatsoever. Okay, so, you know, that's formal education, which is cool. We all know formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune. I think we all can agree that a fortune is a hell of a lot more fun than a living, right? So tonight, this is self-education, and this is all information that I learned from people that are living the life that, you know, I currently want to, you know, get to, which means all of you guys want to get there, you know, as well. We all want the same thing, and that is freedom. So number 1, celebrate your victories. Number 2, set your goals. You always want to set big goals and scary goals. You don't want to make obnoxious, unrealistic goals. Like if you're sitting here tonight and you cycled 5 times last month, you know, I wouldn't say let's go executive this period. That'd be a little, you know, out of whack. You know, if you're at silver, yeah, shoot past gold, go for diamond. I think that's fair. I've seen that happen hundreds of times. I think that's perfectly acceptable. But, you know, don't make some crazy ass outlandish thing. Like, I'm going to go ambassador this month, and I cycled 8 times, you know, last period. Like, that's going to be a tough one. So, number 3, who are you running? This is an enhancement into our, you know, success system that I pulled from a lot of other industry leaders. Okay, who are you running? You know, that's one thing I didn't do, you know, prior to these last couple months is I never really identified certain groups, but I never picked out certain people that I wanted to help rank advance. And this month I'm doing that, so you guys should do that as well. You know, look at your left, look at your right, and the way you grow your business and you grow your income, right? It's taking your eyes off yourself and putting them on your people, right? If you help enough people win, you win. That makes sense? And in this business, that's why I love this business, man. You can't find that anywhere else. Any other place, it's profits and margins, and you have to screw somebody out of their job to move up in the corporate pyramid scheme and all that crap. Dude, here, you help enough people win, you're going to win all the time, you know? If you have one power leg, I know some people in here have a power leg, right? You help one person on your profit team, you know, have you told your guy or your girl that, like, hey, I want your commitment this month, so for the next 24 days, I'm going to work with you. I'm going to help you on all your 3-way calls. I'm going to help you on all your Ubu calls. I'm going to help train your newest person. I'm going to enroll in your business if I'm enrolling new people. Does your team the people that you're running, do they know that you are running them? You can say I'm running Jacob this month, but does Jacob know that you're running Jacob? Because there has to be that, connection. Get their commitment. And then like we did last Sunday night, you guys, which we're gonna do tonight again, which is super important, guys. Foreseeing the calendar. I think last week was one of the most successful enrollment weeks, judging 24 hours in a day, and if someone's telling you that, hey, I want to go this month, and they're not doing what it takes. I watched the Eric Ward video today, and he was talking about closing and stuff like that. And it's like if someone's like, hey, in the next 6 months, I want to get to $10,000 a month income, and I'm willing to put in 2 hours a week to get there. Is that going to probably occur? Probably not, dude. We all know this takes time and effort and consistency. Especially, and when you first start, you have to understand in VEMA, at first when you first get in, it's going to be work, get paid, right? And then it turns into work, get paid, right? Then it's work, get paid. And then it's work, get paid. And then it's work, get paid. And then it's work, and then it's get paid. Does that make sense? Yeah. So you're building for the future. That's why when some people tell you, I'm going to give this 90 days, Alex, I'm like, don't even get in the business.
I just have a question. What do you do? Like, what are you going to do because I tried to, tell people I'm going to run with them in the past. I'm like, yeah. And then, they do it for, the first week, and then the second week they're kind of, flaking. What do you say to, kind of hold them accountable without, kind of burning a bridge? Because I've seen in the past where I'm like, yo, you told me you wanted to do this, and this, they just kind of, tension.
You always want to try to go back to their why.
Okay.
Like you told me you wanted to get out of serving at Crackle Barrel, right? But you're not doing anything to make that occur.
So you're gonna be aggressive with
not
it?
Not aggressive. You don't want to piss them off, but for you where you're at, yeah, you'd be like, bro, I'm pretty busy. I've got 2,000 people in Norway. I'm trying to help you get out of making pretzels at Annie Ann's, and you're not even giving me your commitment. I'm not trying to be mean, I'm just being real. But, you know Annie Ann's? That place is the cinnamon swirl. Mom's All right. So, yeah, you want to, if they're not going to commit, go find somebody else. Just straight up. You're you can't, sometimes you have, it's an emotional business, and it's a people business, but it's or back in the early days when Brad was like, yo, I'll work with you, but you need to do 5 events a week. If I only did 2 events a week, he was going to go work with somebody else. Why would he waste time, right? Time is most precious commodity. Put your time and energy into people that really want to take this thing to the next spot. So really quick, celebrate your victories, set your goals, guys. Who are you running? Do they know you're running them? Force the calendar, okay? Focus on your leader hitting their rank, and your rank will come automatically. It goes back to the principle of helping other people get what they want. You get everything you want, right? So focus on your team. Okay, so back to the when you're setting your goals, you guys, number 1, income. It doesn't have to just be cycles and stuff. How much money do you want to earn? I got I talked to Cesar Lopez today. He just moved to Puerto Rico. He's got he used all his money to get down there. They're getting an apartment with 5 guys, and he's like, these are all my goals. My goal this month is to make $4,600. So whatever income you want to do, understand you can hit it. You have a desired rank, right? If you're in the upper levels, you don't have to say your only goal shouldn't just be to go platinum. But if you're sitting here at silver, let's shoot for diamond. If you fall a little bit short, 15, 16 cycles, great. So income, rank, and do you know the volume you need to achieve that? Obviously I live here in, David and Isaac are in here, so is Sloppy, and we're talking about go and start, they're all platinum, and it's go and start platinum this month. And I'm like, instead of looking at it as 75 cycles, it's going to freak people out, dude. The month that I hit Royal Ambassador, it was 70-some cycles a day. That freaked me out. I was like, oh my God, right? Or no, sorry, 2,000 cycles a month. That freaked me out. So break it down by the day. I was telling them yo, if you just don't go to sleep until you cycle 3 times a day, 3 times a month, you're going to be star platinum. So guys, if you look at gold, I don't know the math on this, but divide 10 into 28, how many cycles is that a day? That's point what?
3. 1 every 3 days.
One cycle every 3 days. So if all you program your mind is 1 cycle every 3 days, guys, you all can do that. I'm not trying to say anything, right? I'm not like that, but I'm saying, guys, 1 cycle every 3 days, you all can do that, man. Honest to God, you can all do that. And if you're not yet silver, screw it, dude. A cycle, do 2 cycles a week, and you're silver. You're 8 cycles. And we push that shit to goal on the last day. Make go nuts. Just freaking go nuts, dude. So break it down like that, man. Don't look at like, oh my God, I gotta go gold. No, dude. Do a 0.33 cycle every 24 hours, right? Get a customer. Try to get a customer every single day. I got a kid in Oakland, California. I hit up today. I was texting him. Okay, hold on a second. I was literally texting him right here. What's his name? Emmanuel Suazo. Okay, Oakland, California. Just hit bronze. To be honest, I'm like the Windsor home event. To be honest, I don't have one scheduled. I don't have any affiliates on my team, but every single day I've made it a goal to enroll one family member on the product, and I've done that. And all my family members are poor, and I still did it, and I hit bronze. Okay, so all he's doing, he's like an 18-year-old kid, Emmanuel Suazo, in Oakland, California. The Raiders are like 0-8. Like, everybody's mad up there. Okay, and they're still making it happen. So. Your Cardinals are kicking ass. You guys should be cycling every day, right? So make it a goal, dude. Like like your family should drink the product. Yeah. Like I know there's I got people in the business that pay for their own family. It's like you guys do get I know this is on webinar, but we're not making health claims and stuff like that. But you do understand when your family who you love dearly drinks Vima, they will feel better. Yeah. Like 100%. Like, no doubt. Like, there's nothing anybody can say to contest that. Like, I've talked to so many freaking health people, dude. And there's so many product testimonials in this room. And the reason why I got into the business in Vima is because, you know, Maddie and I's dad, his blood pressure, cholesterol fell off the charts. And he called me like, dude, I don't know what the hell this orange shit is, but you got to go check this business thing out because my doctor just took me off cholesterol medicine. That's how the whole thing started. So if you know that it's going to help your family be healthier, would it be a smart thing to get them on the product? Yes. Is it expensive? Yeah, it is expensive. But is money going to come in the way of your family becoming healthier? Like, to me, that's just like crazy, dude. We ship my dad's parents Vima every single month. Our grandfather's 80-some years old. He drinks a Mojo every morning. Like, that's like ritual. He walks to the fridge and pops a Mojo every morning. He's like, I feel great. My swelling went down. Like, there's Vima in every product, dude. Like, everyone should be drinking that stuff. Like, 100%, no questions asked. Okay, so back to this, guys. Okay, this says go visual, right? Have a drawing with sticks and circles. That's what we're doing. So you guys are taking all the diamonds and above and the golds and above are right at the 30-day goals. You want to have visual goals. You want to be looking at that, man, all the time. Okay, you want to see it all. I still remember going to Cody Barton's house when he was like, I don't know, silver or gold, and he had the BMW picture all over his room in the basement. All over, like bathroom, like platinum. Mom's like, you made my son a psychopath, right? Like, that's what you have to do, man. You have to see it everywhere you go. If you're driving a Honda and you want a 3 Series Beamer, print the emblem off and stick it on your steering wheel. Why would you not do that? And every time you get in your car, you're just looking at a BMW. That's what we did. That's all. I remember doing that with Brad. I would take Brad's Breitling off. I remember sitting on the couch at Bellagio, and I would just stare at the watch. I was 21 years old. That's all I wanted. I wanted the watch. Wanted the watch. Wanted the watch. I had the exact watch. I'm telling you that shit works. It's not a joke. I'm not lying. Okay? Like, visualization is real. Big Sean, all of you know Big Sean, he talks about it in every song he makes.
All the time.
Okay? So you have to do that, man. If you don't, you're missing the boat. Okay? Once again, who are you running? Identify your runners based on your goals. Where do you need to get your team? That's big. Based on your monthly goal, you can calculate. Guys, this is numbers. And I didn't do good at math in high school at all. You can calculate this out. One more time. If you have a big power line, every cycle on your profit's 3 cycles, dude. Like, if you have one individual go gold on your profit line, you're probably gonna be close to car qualified. If you think about that, man. If you break it down day by day, it's a lot less scary and it's a lot more attainable, man. You know, like, is Vima difficult? It is difficult. Is it hard to go out there and get told no a million times? Yes, it's hard. It's difficult and it pisses you off and you get frustrated. And there's days where you're like, dude, you question your existence in the business. Dude, I have those days still. I'm like, what am I doing? Like, this is just nuts, dude. Right? But once again, in the end, Is it worth it? Of course it's worth it. And there's a lot of cool stuff coming out. You guys just saw the new Verve pack came out for 120 QV. Instead of your 168 a month, they brought it to like 130. That's a big savings, dude. Right? Canada's $200 for a 2-pack. So in Arizona, that's one of the other reasons I moved back here, man, because it's cheaper here. It's easier here to build. I mean, just prove it. It's not argument. You can't really make the argument. It's cheaper. We have the Suns Arena. We have BK Barreca. We have the entire corporate office. I mean, this is the spot to do it. I mean, it's right here. Okay, and there's lots of people. Zach Daviar just got into town. Another strong presidential leader, same rank as Cody. Andrew Bear's presidential sitting on the floor. I mean, there's people. There's a lot of great leaders here with great, not just income, but people that can tell the story and present well. Okay, so identify the people you're running. You guys, do they know it? Get their commitment on it. Okay, game plan with that individual. Like Ryan Rice in Ohio, I called him in the car and I said, "Yo, if I put you on my piece of paper, are you committing to busting your ass?" He's like, "Yeah." I said, "Okay." Okay, so get the commitment. Okay, from the people that you're running, and bust it. Speak to them every single day, especially if they're out of state. And then forcing your calendar, you guys. Drive your legs through events, right? But when I say legs, I mean left team, right team, right? Tom Walkhouse always asks me, Alex, how many events are going on in your left and right legs on a nightly basis? When I have these talks with Tom and he's pounding me on all kinds of stuff, dude, trying to make me better. Okay, he's not asking me how many new executives did you have this month. He could care less. All he asked me is how many new bronzes did we have? How many new silvers did we break? How many new golds did we break? Man, it's the newest people because 80% of recruiting comes from bronze to member to gold. So that's who you want to focus with is member to gold. Why? Because their networks don't know what Vima is. Number one. Number two, they want to break even. They just spent $500. They're scared to death. Okay. And number three, they're hungry. They're brand new, dude. This is like, remember your day one in Vima? I'll never forget some of you. I remember some of you. I never forget when Chase Tupin got involved in Vima for that condo in Westfall. 2 years ago? I don't know. And he got in, and he was 17 years old. We signed him up anyway. And he brought his high school to the next event. Like we had a caravan of vehicles into the event. In your first week, you made what was it? $1,400. $1,400 his first week at 17 years old. So that's big. Okay, drive your legs through consistent home events. And if you're like, yo, no one's coming to my home events, do what Mikey and Sheree did. I showed up to their event, and there was like 6 new people, and they were all brought by them. Right? An executive and a platinum. Right? They brought in people, dude. Like, you have to go out and get new people, man. The reason why I'm enrolling those 2 new guys, hopefully tomorrow, I called them and said I got to follow up. I'm doing the same stuff you guys are doing. Okay, because I'm like, if I can enroll a new guy in Oklahoma and help that kid go gold this month, which I'm going to do, and everyone's like, oh, shit, new gold, and they're going to do it too. People are always going to do what you do, man. Talk is the cheapest thing on freaking earth, okay? Everybody talks, dude. Everybody talks. Everybody talks. Everybody talks and talks and talks. This, that, and the other, dude. It's all, bullshit. It doesn't matter, okay? You have to just work your ass off and then make it happen. So drive your legs through events, you guys. Get on the phone and schedule the home events. That's one thing I picked up. You as the upline gold, diamond, platinum, you should be calling your new guys and your new girls and say, hey, when can you have an event? Right? Because we all know you want to have the new event in the newest person's place. Verve Central is cool once or twice a week, okay? But the newest event, it doesn't need to be 45 people, 3 new people, 4 new people, 5 new people. Cody did an event today. You did an event today?
Yesterday with Josh.
Yesterday, how many people were there?
There were 2 new people.
2 new people at the event.
There's only 1 person. There's just small, closed.
Small, closed event, couple people. And when it's smaller, you can get questions answered. We used to do the whole freaking, rack and roll, whatever you want to call it, dude, and turn it into church service, and we would sign up everybody. People would get in, and they don't know what they got into. And they leave, and they're fired up, and then they're like, what do I do? Fuck this, I quit, right? We don't want that, dude. You have to train the newest individual. Number 3, the leaders you are running, make sure to get on the phone with their runners as well. This is a leadership thing, guys. So let's say I'm running Christian. I'm like, Christian, what's your goal this month? to go
Diamond.
So if I'm running Christian to Diamond, okay, then what we're going to do is, I'm like, so how are you going to go Diamond, Christian? He's like, I'm running Sean, Andrew, and Cody to Silver. I'm like, great. Let's do a three-way call right now with Sean, and then one with Andrew, and then one with Cody. Do you see what that just happened there? So now I just got into his running group. So I'm running Ryan Rice to Diamond. So tomorrow we're going to do 3 three-way calls or 5 three-way calls with people I don't know who the hell they are, and I'm gonna schedule their events and write down what I'm Skyping into their events. Through technology, you can close. We just closed a home event with Andrew in Walmart in the milk section with 35 people in Puerto Rico. It's called technology, dude. And some of you guys don't utilize it whatsoever. You look at your phone as something to go on there and stalk people on Instagram and DM idiots on Twitter. And you don't look at this as $1 million. You should look at your phone as $1 million. That's why people complain, oh, the phones are too expensive. I'm like, you're so dumb, dude. So you're gonna spend $500, it's gonna make you $1 million. How is that expensive, right? And one of my mentors talked about books. He goes, when I walk into a bookstore, I don't look at the prices of the books. He's like, if this book was $500, I would still buy the book because when I'm reading the book, I'm looking for one idea that's going to make me $100,000, right? So the thing is that use technology. If you have out-of-state teams, hit just Uvu, man, Skype, right? If you're in the room, you're supposed to be sober and above, whatever. You have a story. You've earned income, right? People say, well, it's easy for you to say because you're making all that money. It's easy for Cody because he's making all that money. It's easy for David to use a BMW. Well, what about when we didn't have anything at ASU? No one talks about those days when Cody was getting off at McDonald's still, making Big Macs. I didn't even know what Beam stood for. It doesn't even matter, dude. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. That's the core system, right? It's not what you say, it's how you say it. People do everything 80% off emotion, 20% off logic, dude. We talk about all the time. The dirtiest part of your body is what? Mouth. Your mouth. So does it make common sense to make out with an individual? Probably not. You're better off kissing their butt, dude. It doesn't make any sense, okay? But people do it because it's based off emotion, okay? So the point is that, guess what, dude? Emotion. You have to get somebody emotionally invested in your business, emotionally invested in what you have to say, and you have to have genuine intent, something Isaac talks about. You have to have genuine intent. You're trying to help that individual, okay? And if you do that, you find out why they're doing the business and stuff like that, they're going to be more inclined to do what you're doing. Because when you talk to a new person, all they're wondering is, number one, can I do what this person's doing? And number two, what's in it for me, right? That's why when I hear some of these conference calls, and I don't even tell my whole story anymore because nobody cares. I used to get on the phone and talk about, my name is Alex Morin, went to Arizona State, I studied communications, I got kicked out of the dorm, I got into real estate, I did this, I did that. But the newest guys, they're like, great, bro, don't care. How can I make money? That's why we zoom right through it and do the what? The flip book, dude. Right to the point, okay? So to recap this, because I gotta write notes for that 9 o'clock call. You guys, opening the month, dude. This is just as important. Like, this is like the first step, man. Like, if you're baking, what's the first step in baking cookies on recipes?
Get the dough.
Preheat the oven. So if we don't preheat the oven, and we get the cookies out, we make little, animals and stuff, and cookie cut them into little hearts and shit like that, and we spray the Pam on the pan, and we put the cookie dough on the pan. And we take 4 hours to put sprinkles on and make it all look really, really good, and we stick it in the oven, and the oven's not on. Are the cookies gonna bake?
No.
Probably not, dude. And you guys should all try Softly's homemade cookies. They're very good. But the point is that this is the first step. Opening the month is the first step, right? So figure out who you're running. Call them up now if you want to and be like, yo, what's your schedule tomorrow? What's your schedule Tuesday, right? The old quote, I don't know who said it, but failing to plan is preparing to fail, right? Not preparing to plan is preparing to fail. So if you don't do the little things, you're never going to get to the big thing, right? Everybody has this vision. Most of you have, you're here Sunday night. This is like a select group of leaders. Like, hopefully you have a vision in your head of you're on stage one day. Hopefully in your head you're in the car. Hopefully in your head, whatever your why is, the why becomes a reality. Hopefully you see yourself doing what people in this room have done and they're doing, right? But you're never going to get the big thing if you can't do the little things really, really, really good. You always have to be getting better, man. I do personal development every single day. Read a little bit of a book. Watch a DVD. The Secret's really good right there. So there's always stuff we can do to get better and better and better and better. You know, that's why, once again, most people never make anything out of their life, okay? Because they think just because they graduate from a school, education stops, okay? We all know the average American reads 1 book a year. 1 book a year. The average CEO of a Fortune 500 company reads 4 a month. BK, I was just in his house, and I was looking at, I was like walking around his house. He's got books laying all over the place. So I asked his girlfriend, so does BK really, he's like, all he does is read. He's like, whenever we're doing anything, he ignores me, and his head's in a book. And then he's taking notes on his iPad. Right? And the guy's done $2 billion in sales. Okay? So if he's growing, we should be growing too. So one more time, open the month, you guys. Celebrate your victories. Plan out your home events. If you are, you know, a diamond or above, definitely, if there's sheets left, there should be some sheets left, write out 30-day goals, and we can tack them up on these windows just so we can see them all. And that way we can see, I can walk around in the morning and be like, yo, I can just see people's names. I can just give them phone calls like, yo, how's it going? Da, 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 da. And we can get to where you guys want to go. So with that, I was working on that for a little bit. I need to take some notes on this call I got to do in 40 minutes. Definitely get all your teams on it. We're talking about closing, how to close tonight. It's probably one of the most important skills you could learn, because if you can't close, you're dead, right? And death is bad. So we're going to learn how to close, because closing is a lot better than death. So there's markers there, paper there. You guys want some body burn? Sophie's burns in the fridge. You guys drink it up. But put some music on, sweet. It's not going to kill you. What?
I'm probably gonna go. Actually, I don't know if I'm gonna go tonight.
I don't think I am.
What's up, guys? Everyone.
I think it's ready.